What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and today we're looking at the Master and Dynamic MW65 active noise cancelling headphones. Welcome to another review. Beautiful, aren't they? Just gorgeous. An all metal construction, anodized aluminium frame and ear cups, with genuine leather headband. This is genuine leather. This is genuine lamb leather for the ear cups, which by the way can be replaced. Man, I tell you what, you don't see a pair of headphones like that every day. Let me tell you a few things about these. First of all, the battery life on these is amazing. You get about 24 hours. That is with the ANC off. With the ANC on, you still get like 21, 22 hours. So that is pretty darn awesome. Really pleased with that battery life. While I'm talking about that, we'll go straight on to the active noise cancelling. Now, this little button here activates the ANC, and there are two different modes. There is high and low noise cancelling. Now, they are pretty self-explanatory, so I won't bore you with the details. I'm pretty sure most of you will understand what that means. High ANC mode and low ANC mode, or off. And it's just a simple press to activate that. It works pretty well. It's still not up there. It's still not quite as good as something from, say, Sony or Bose. But for the most part, it works really well, especially for droning engines, things like that, fans, air conditioners, motors. So use them when you're commuting. They're great for that. If you've got a noisy air conditioner in your room, it'll completely wipe that out pretty much. And as a bonus, the ANC doesn't really have much of a negative effect on the sound. With the ANC on, the audio does become a little bit more full-bodied and a touch warmer. The bass is lifted just a little bit, and of course the sound stage dimensions are slightly reduced, but it's really not an issue. Not like the FIO ANC headphones. They were dreadful. When you turn the ANC on, you lost all your audio quality. These sound fantastic whether you have the ANC on or off. Here on this side is the on-off switch. You turn that on, and if you want to enter pairing mode, you just push that up for a couple of seconds and it'll go into pairing mode. You'll see the little light flashing there. So really simple, intuitive controls. Over on the right earpiece are the playback and call controls. You've got three buttons: minus, multi-function button, and plus. Oh, I got those backwards. This is the minus, multi-function, and plus. Now, if you hold down the middle button here, it activates Google Assistant. These are actually compatible with Google Assistant. So if you've got them connected to your phone, for example, you can get email notifications, or if you get a message or something, they'll actually tell you. Of course, that can be disabled if you don't want it. I did a little playing around with the assistant, and if you want to give it a command or ask a question, you hold the middle button down. And for example, I held that down and I said, "What's the battery level?" And almost immediately I got the answer. It said, "Your battery level is completely full." And I thought that was super cool. USB-C charging port. Of course, you got your charging LED there, which glows either red or green depending on the battery status. And there is also another little LED here which will show you your current battery level. Beautiful, look at that. Look at that action. Oh baby. Smooth as a baby's bottom. Check it out. So the build from top to bottom is absolutely beautiful. It just feels phenomenal. It feels so different from the protein leather or pleather ear pads and headbands that you see so often. It's a totally different feel. So I didn't write down the weight. They're actually really light. They are, in fact, about the same weight as some of the Bose QC35s, I believe. But anyway, they're really light. In terms of comfort, they are pretty good. The clamping force is sort of medium. I didn't have any problems with that. Didn't have any problems with the headband in terms of comfort. One thing I did have a little bit of a problem with, I'll turn them over this way, was the width of the ear pads. You can see there they're tall and quite narrow. So if you have large ears, you might feel a bit of discomfort after a while. But apart from that, these are a super comfortable headphone. And with that said, let's talk about the sound now. These have got a fairly balanced sound. They're a bit on the warmer side of neutral. So you've got a nice smooth, rich warmness to them. The bass is somewhere in the middle between sort of impact and speed. So you do have a nice full-bodied bass and a natural decay, which is fairly fast. And I found these to work well, the bass to work well for all kinds of genres. They seem to keep pace quite well with faster music. You do get a bit of sub-bass rumble. It is rolled off a little bit, but you can hear it. You do get a bit of a rumble there, so that's really nice. And of course, if you have the ANC on, you'll notice that even more. Now, when we get to the mid-range, that's where these really sort of shine. The mid-range is beautifully clean. It's a very clear sound, but you've still got that bit of warmth carrying over from the bass. So vocals, both male and female, sound rich, yet they're articulated and they're very clear. The instrument separation throughout the mid-range is also quite good, as is the resolution. The tone of the mid-range also sounds good. It's nice and natural. So your pianos will sound just like a piano should. Guitars sound nice and crunchy, electric guitars that is. And acoustic guitars, you get a nice balance between the sort of string effect and the body effect of the guitar, which is just right. So like I've said a couple of times, just very natural throughout the mid-range. In terms of treble, they're a bit lively. They're kind of tuned similarly to the MW67 Plus TWS from Master and Dynamic. So the treble, there's a little bit of energy and lightness in the lower treble, and it starts to fall off from after the lower treble, but it extends very well, so you still get a nice airiness, a nice lightness with it, and you do get some good energy and detail from the treble. But at the same time, it's a sort of treble that you can listen to for prolonged periods of time without getting fatigued. It's not a bright treble, but it's nowhere near dark or dull either. I think they've done a fantastic job overall with the tuning. These are really pleasant to listen to, and I found them to work really well across all kinds of music genres. And I have a very eclectic taste in music. I listen to a lot of post-rock, instrumental stuff. I listen to classical, some jazz, some hip-hop, some rock, and these performed really well across everything. Even electronic, of course, works really well with these as well. I haven't actually told you what the price is yet, and they are a little bit on the pricey side. They are $499, which is getting up there. It's in the mid-tier. Obviously, well, it's pretty apparent to me that in terms of physical build, these are exactly what you would expect from a $500 headphone. They're immaculately built, beautiful premium materials. As far as my ears are concerned, I would say the sound is worth it as well, especially when you put that price into context. Like, for example, it's only $20 or $30 more than a FiiO an FH7 or the Dunu DK3001 Pro. These are only a little bit more than that on top of that. And you get a full-size headphone, you get wireless with 24-hour battery life, you get active noise cancelling, and of course you get something that is just a work of art and really makes a statement in terms of its physical appearance. These are absolutely beautiful. Bluetooth 4.2, so you don't have Bluetooth 5, but I can't hear any difference. I don't notice any difference connectivity wise between the two Bluetooths either. They do support aptX, so you get your excellent high quality wireless audio, and they do sound really, really good. So bottom line, are they worth it? I would say absolutely yes. Unless you're buying headphones specifically for active noise cancelling, then you probably want to go with the Sony or Bose. But if you want a beautiful headphone that sounds fantastic, really good audio quality, but also has a pretty good active noise cancellation, these are worth your time and you will not be disappointed. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about these? Do you like how they look? Would you pay that much for them? Do you want a pair? Let me know. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. And if you're not subscribed and you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.